My name's Jasmine. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a wash and go using Texture ID styling cream and the Eco Style. Mine says tile because the S and the E wiped away, but the Eco Styler Argon Oil Gel. And we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, so first off, we're gonna wash our hair. So right now, I've been rocking a ponytail, this big puff for the past 3 days maybe. And my hair's about 6 days old, I would say. So it's crusty, it's dusty, frizzy, it's just not cute. You know, it's dirty, there's flakes coming out, it looks like a blizzard around me. So we're gonna wash our hair and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we're back here. I just washed my hair. I used the L'Oreal Paris Evercurl sulfate-free, silicone-free, dye-free 6-in-1 cleansing balm. And yeah, and it's for curly hair. And the stuff's really good. Not gonna lie, the only reason I bought this was because it was on clearance. But now that I know it's so good, I would definitely go and buy it again. I'm not sure of the exact price, so I'll probably put it in here somewhere. But it's really good. It leaves your... So now I'm just gonna section my hair. Why I decided to do this with a full face of makeup on, I don't know. You can literally see my face peeling off at the edges of my hair, but it's fine, you know, it's cool. So I'm just gonna part down the middle. And then part down the sides into 2 halves. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So first things first, I'm going to add conditioner or leave-in, and I'm going to use the Texture ID 3 times the moisture conditioner with honey. And it's for all hair types, and that's what it looks like. And yeah, it doesn't say that it's a leave-in, but I've been using it as a leave-in and I like it, so I'm gonna be using that. About that much to the section. So that's added in. It feels really good. It's really soft. It smells nice. It smells like, I don't even know. It's like kind of sweet. You could kind of smell honey in it. But it makes your hair really soft, and it is really easy to detangle. So after that, I'm just going to section that section and take about this much. And I'm just gonna put this part up. Like that, because I like to work in smaller sections. I don't like to do that big of a section, which it's a pretty good tip, especially if you have a lot of hair and dense, thick hair. It's probably better to work in smaller sections so that you could get a more defined look. Cap. I'm gonna go in now with the Texture ID curling cream, and as you can see, I use this a lot. I love this stuff. It's so good. It leaves your hair really moisturized, and this method that I use lasts me all week. The consistency is like that. It's pretty thick. It almost kind of feels like a mixture between a custard and a butter, if that makes sense. But it feels really good. You could tell right by the texture that it's gonna moisturize your hair. So I'm just gonna go in with that. I'm probably gonna use more because I'm heavy-handed. I just like to use a lot of product. I feel like it makes my hair last longer. And I use my my fingers for all this, the detangling. I was using a Denman brush before, but if your hair wasn't already detangled, at least for me, I don't know, my hair's really thick, and if it wasn't already detangled, when I would go in with the Denman brush, it would kind of rip at my hair. And so I stopped using it because I noticed breakage, especially along the top of my hair. So now I just use my hands for everything. But this is what it's looking like with just the cream. So not too bad. You see the definition, you can see the curl, you can see each individual curl right there. So far so good, but now we're gonna add even more hold. And that's where the Eco comes in. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use about this much. Essentially, you know that you're good with that section when it's almost straight like this. You want it to be pretty defined, pretty straight. It'll almost clump all the way together. Like as you can see, this one, it's pretty much all the way clumped. And that's how I like it. And then when it dries, I can just easily separate it. But that's essentially how I like it to look. And so that section's done. And a little tip too that I learned from a YouTuber here, her name's Raina. What she does, she will put the two products in the palm of her hand and mix them. So you can add your butter and then your gel on top and mix them. So if they kind of clump and it doesn't look smooth, like if it doesn't mix together like smoothly and just joins as one product, then you know that it's not gonna do well on your hair. Essentially, it's probably gonna flake, it's probably gonna leave clumps and weird like white flakes in your hair. So that's a pro tip I learned from her. Shout out to her. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue on here with the next section. I think there's a fly in here. So again, just sectioning that section, still in the same back left part that I started with. And I'm gonna add the cream, again about that much. And you can add as much or as little as you want depending on your hair. If you feel like you need more, add more. If you feel like you need less, add less. It's all about like the way it feels, you know? Going in with the gel now. If you notice that you're getting tangles, just make sure you go through it slowly. You don't want to rip out your own hair. If you're noticing tangles, you could also, I also like to use this comb. I got this at Walmart, and this is pretty good. And I just start from the bottom and comb through like that. So you could do that too if you want. You could comb through it first and then go in with your product and finger detangle if that makes it a little easier. So I'm just gonna continue with the same steps. The cream and then the gel. how my hair is looking after all the product is in it. As you can see, it's nice and defined. My curls are really clumped together. And as you can tell, my hair is about this length. So around like the top of my boob is where it comes down to, but it shrinks to a bob essentially. So yeah, so this is what it's looking like completed, and I will come back to you tomorrow morning to show you how I stretch my hair, how I fluff it, and get it to my desired look. And so going to bed, I will just put on a cap. I use this satin cap right here, and I will just actually leave my hair like this and just put the cap right on over. So my hair just stays like this, and it'll probably shrink up even more over the night, but I find that that helps with not disturbing the curls as much, especially when my hair's still wet like this and fresh. So yeah, so on the first day I won't put in a pineapple or anything. I'll just leave it like this, put the cap on over it, wake up the next morning and do my thing. And then every other night after that, when it's fully dry and good, I'll put it up in the pineapple and then just put the cap on over. So I'll come back to you in the morning and show you how I style it. Hey guys, so I'm coming to you in the morning. I took my satin bonnet cap off and my curls are looking perfect, just the way I like them. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to blow dry. Now for this, I like to section off my hair because I get more control of my hair and I can reduce the amount of frizz I'm going to get. Now for this process, I usually like the heat to be on medium or low, whichever setting you have, and then the speed on high just to make the process go a little faster. And then to stretch my hair, I just pull at the ends of my hair and I cover my ends with my hands, and I will blow dry at the root to about the middle of my hair. And I just do this process all throughout my head, and that'll give me the appearance of longer, fuller, stretched out curls. Now I just separate the curls to my liking and then style. Lastly, I'm just going in with my Atara hair and scalp treatment oil and then fluffing as needed. And this is the finished result. And this is a clip of my hair on day 6. Everything I use will be listed down below, and don't forget to subscribe.